So Compass in Ipswich Public Schools is a group of teacher leaders who write curriculum, align curriculum vertically and horizontally, and who help their colleagues. All of the schools have Compass members. Compass members have been integral to my role this year. I'm new as the Director of Teaching and Learning, and that's a new role for the district. So a large part of my role is helping teachers write curriculum, and the best way to do that is with a group of teacher leaders who are engaged in that process. So curriculum writing here is very organic. It comes from teachers, and Compass leaders are the group that help with that work.
So we've always really valued the grassroots teacher boots on the ground input on curriculum development. But I think what's powerful about Compass is that we're regularly bringing together educators from all levels and across disciplines together at the same time. It's really the first time that we've used a district lens at everything that we're doing from a Compass standpoint. And I think that's really probably what distinguishes what we had done from what we're doing now. Really is probably moving us in a much better direction than we had in the past.
It really is amazing to have a room that has representatives from each level, representatives of almost all content areas, engaging in a discussion about an understanding by design template and sharing curriculum together that they can then take back to their schools and share with their colleagues.
Yeah.
It's very innovative and powerful work.
It really has been really enlightening, professionally, personally, just, working with the different teachers, and, it really has deepened and made more meaningful, I think, our curriculum. At one of our Compass meetings a long time ago, I sort of came up with the term ambassador, and we sort of embraced that. I know the CCE folks thought that ambassador was a good term, but, a liaison, a resource, a link, between the committee and all of the rest of, the community of learners, whether it's our colleagues or our students. And so our purpose is really sharing ideas, sharing strategies, sharing resources, sharing successes and failures, and, sitting down with people and who, when they need help, and say, I can help you with this. We've had a lot of training and a lot of information that that has been shared with us, and so we're really there and available as liaisons and resources.
Being in the Compass committee allows me to see what other teachers are doing, and it gives me ideas.
Made me, and I'm sure most other people too, more thoughtful about the way we approach curriculum writing and how we are able to embed all of these great habits into our curriculum.
The students really, are seeing a different, more expanded, a deeper curriculum.
The successful habits of mind are just so important. I was saying to one of my classes the other day, these are what you need to bring with you. You have all this content, and we're helping you learn about these things through our content areas, but taking these with you and going off to college, for example, with my two senior classes, they're getting that message, and it's really, really important, because they will need to persevere and self-manage and communicate. It's been really, really a really powerful tool.
This year the focus has been critical thinking, and I'm just seeing from the students that they're thinking more deeply about problems, understand that there's just not one way to come up with an answer in math, and that sometimes one way is better than the other, and that's kind of thinking critically about strategies that they're using in math.
It helps them think of things in a bigger picture.
Right.
Right? Not just solving this particular problem, but how does this particular problem fit into the bigger curriculum of what we're doing and the bigger curriculum of school.
And then life too.
Right.
There's,
Yeah.
how is this going to apply to me down the road?
Right.
Yeah, it's really expansive.
I think it's been really successful.
It's been
In my
terrific.
classroom, it certainly has.
PLCs refer to professional learning communities, and that's really a term that's been around for a while, a number of years now in education. And I think every district probably brings their own lens to how those groups function and form. Professional learning communities at the high school has really transformed our teacher leadership team. It's really a way of thinking and working together and keeping problem discussions productive Oftentimes we use protocols to keep our discussions sort of on point and helpful, so that we don't get too far away from the problem that it is we're trying to solve. All of our people that are PLC members have received training. What's happened over the last several years at the high school is that team has really sort of coalesced around really important teaching and learning issues. And so we're having more important discussions, questioning, sort of what we're going on at a deeper level, so that we can build understanding across those disciplines and really ultimately within a discipline and across in between disciplines. The whole concept of PLCs, PLC training has been transformational, and it has really improved the efficiency of studying problems, of coming up with action plans, and of really gathering support.
I think we would all agree that in Ipswich, especially at the elementary level, we've been working in teams and as teacher leaders for a long time. But the professional learning community gives us a chance to work together in maybe a little bit more of an organized way, gives us some common vocabulary and some protocols that we can use to make sure we hear everybody's voices when we meet together. And we've been able to use them to gather around topics that we needed to address. I know at Doyon we've started a Math Matters PLC, and we have an engineering PLC, and we've used them. I know, Andrea, you've used them in your team. I don't know if you want to
That's right.
talk about
In
that.
our team meetings, we've used them to look at student work. And, of course, we've looked at student work before, but this just gives us more of a structure to be able to target what we want to target in looking at the student work. And the protocols give us different ways to look at different types of issues.
One of my first faculty meetings, we were in a circle and we used a protocol to talk about a curriculum topic that was changing. So they definitely have been here. I think maybe a difference is that more of us are trained in the use of the protocols, and so we can take it to our teams or to smaller groups.
There's so many different protocols for different purposes. They just help to focus our thinking.
We used the dilemma protocol when we met with the kindergarten teams to think about, okay, what should kindergarten screening look like? And that was very helpful, and it helps all voices be heard. So the protocols help get everybody involved.
I think the PLC work, one of the best things it's done for me professionally has been in the training, that collaborative time together and getting to meet new people that have come in. I mean, all of us have been around here a long time, but also the younger staff that's coming in and getting to work with them and kind of introduce, well, this is how we do things in Ipswich.
Those days that we spent over the summer working with the trainer, we used real situations. We were working on real work, not these made-up scenarios, and practicing the protocols, but we brought in our own dilemmas or student work or whatever we wanted to practice the protocols.
I think in talking to other people, like, this is definitely something that they should experience.
Right, I was enthusiastic after the training.
Yeah.
That's what made me want to join the PLC committee, because I saw how useful they could be.
For me, it's helped in my new role with math to be able to have a learning community to help think about what this role should be, analyze scores, and think about what our next steps are going to be. Bringing together minds and looking at a problem and not just having your own perspective.
I appreciate the structure that the protocols bring to work that we do together, so that there's a beginning, a middle, and an outcome. And I think that's really necessary when you work with so many different people and so many different configurations.
And this really provides the structure so that you have something at the end.
I think it's helped us become more focused as a district on what our goals are, so we can work more rapidly towards them. The more people who are part of that common repertoire of tools, the more efficiently we'll work together as a district.
A PLC is a professional learning community. When there's a felt need, teachers in Ipswich are quick to respond and act and want a product, certainly for the benefit of our students.
It's all about making learning better for students.
That's how Writers Workshop and Readers Workshop entered into our buildings, from a PLC, from a felt need that we needed to improve our student writing, particularly in the MCAS. And we sat together, and through another grant, we were able to bring in a consultant. The beauty of the elementary is that it can be, and it aligns itself better to a vertical articulation.
We share, just not only teacher tools, but student tools and things that you wouldn't think that a high school teacher and a kindergarten teacher would use the same app, and they do. And it's been fabulous, actually.
Those
Google,
technology,
Chrome, the technology
that transcend grade levels. So started my career at the secondary level, so I know what the high school graduate walking across that stage, those skills, and yet now at the elementary I see how they enter. It's an amazing growth. It's amazing, and that's certainly a credit to the teachers at every grade level and stage along the way. Because ultimately that's our focus. That's who and what we care about. That student, that child that walks in as the 3-4-year-old and exits the 18-year-old. It's our journey as well,
It is our
right? To
journey.
ensure that they have the skills and the abilities when they leave Ipswich High School.